January. It's a funny time of year. The holiday lights are packed away. Well, that's if you put any up. No, not here. Your credit card bill shows up, and suddenly reality taps you on the shoulder saying, hey, we've got to talk about your finances. Yeah, you keep hearing that every year around this time, right? And if you're like many folks in your 50s, 60s, or beyond, it's not about making resolutions. It's about reviewing what's really important. So, we're going to go over some key financial issues you should take a look at the start of the year. Think of it as a quick financial checkup to make sure your money is working as hard as you are. And if you'd like a more formal review of your personal financial situation, feel free to hit me up. Look for the scheduling link in the description below. All right, number one, review your retirement income sources. That is, if you are retired. If you're still working, review those as well. And if you are retired, well, we'll talk about why I don't necessarily like to call it retirement, because I don't think you should ever retire, but for our purposes today, we'll stick with retirement. Work optional, or financially free, maybe that's a better term. But we're going to start, or suggest you start, by taking a fresh look at your income streams. Maybe it is Social Security. Maybe you're lucky enough to have a pension still. Part-time work, yeah, doing that side gig for Uber or Lyft. RMDs, those old required minimum distributions. And are you taking money from your investment accounts? So ask yourself, are these still aligned with your spending and your tax needs? Are you taking more or less income than you planned or you would like to? Sometimes just a small withdrawal adjustment, just a little tweak, can make a big difference to your long-term retirement plan or your tax bill. All right, nobody likes this one. Your budget. You got to update it for inflation and any lifestyle changes you've made. Last year's budget won't fit perfectly this year. Inflation, yeah. How about insurance premiums and even grocery costs change? Whew, no kidding. Take 10 minutes to review your monthly numbers, especially your fixed expenses, to see if your spending is still balanced against your income. If you got a Social Security cost of living adjustment, oh yeah, that is great, right? Feels pretty good until you realize, well, those COLAs, the cost of living adjustments, are mostly swallowed up by Medicare premium increases or inflation, the cost of buying that extra stack of bananas at Publix. Make sure your budget reflects your current reality, not just wishful thinking. So don't ignore it. And check your tax withholding and estimated payments. The start of the year is the perfect time to make tax tweaks. If you had a big refund or a big tax bill last year, adjust your withholding or quarterly estimated payments now. Yeah, don't give a free loan to Uncle Sam of your money if you're having too much withheld. Retirees often forget that RMDs, pension income, and investment sales all affect taxes differently. Getting ahead of it now means no surprises this April or next April. And why not revisit your investment allocation? Yeah, we call it allocation on Wall Street, but it's really just your investment mix. Time to check how that mix is of stocks, bonds, and even just cash sitting on the sidelines. Your emergency fund or the cash that's just in a money market account. Does that mix still fit your goals and your comfort level? After a turbulent market year, and yeah, it was a great year, but it doesn't mean it wasn't turbulent, because they all are. It's normal. Those declines come. Well, after all that, your portfolio may have drifted without you realizing it. Consider rebalancing. Get it back to the original mix. That doesn't necessarily mean selling everything. It just means making sure your investments are still aligned with your long-term plan. And how about your insurance and healthcare coverage? Yeah, you better take a look at that if you didn't in the fall. If you've had any life changes, retirement, a new job, maybe a switch of your Medicare, or a move, well, yeah, like physically move somewhere. Not to Florida, mind you, but somewhere, check that your insurance coverage still fits. Health insurance, Medicare Advantage, Medigap policies, long-term care, yeah, all those can change in cost or coverage from year to year. And yeah, nobody likes to talk about their life insurance It's not the first choice anyway. So are your kids grown, or is your mortgage paid off? Maybe you don't need insurance anymore. So you might be paying for coverage you just don't need to. But don't just go cancel it. Analyze it or sit with a professional and see if it makes sense to do something like that. And refresh your estate planning documents. Hey, everybody has an estate plan, whether they know it or not. It just might be what the state decides they want to do with your assets. So you better be the one to put that plan in place. And don't just set it and forget it. Too many people pull that one. So at least once a year, verify that your will, powers of attorney, and beneficiary designations are current. Yeah, and your IRAs, your life insurance policies, all those accounts where you can have a beneficiary. If your spouse passed away, I know that one, or you've had family changes, make sure everything reflects your wishes. And believe me, keeping your estate plan clean will make it so much easier for your loved ones. Yeah, and don't forget your digital assets, all your online accounts, your apps, the access to your computer or your laptop. Your beneficiaries need to know how to get into that, something we didn't think about 15, 20 years ago. Your digital assets, so check on that as well. And protect yourself from scams and fraud. Yeah, the bad guys didn't take the holidays off. New year, new scam tactics. Financial scams targeting retirees spike right after the holidays, especially those claiming to be from the IRS, Medicare, or Social Security. So use this time to review your account, check the alerts, and freeze your credit if you're not applying for new loans. And yeah, do you really need new credit or new loans? Just go on there. You can do it right online. You don't have to call. You can go to the 3 main credit bureaus and put a freeze on your credit report. And why not revisit your charitable giving and contribution plans? This is the time of year to do it. Decide how much you want to give this year. If you make qualified charitable distributions from your IRA, plan in advance so you don't miss any deadlines. And if you're still working, reset your 401k, your IRA or Roth IRA contributions so that you hit the targets, the maximums if you can, that you want to. Especially if you're eligible for catch-up contributions, this year. That will allow more to go in because you hit age 50. And revisit your goals and what financial peace. Yeah, we're stealing a Dave Ramsey phrase there. Financial peace means for you. Zoom out and look at the big picture. Ask yourself, what's the next financial milestone that would bring me peace of mind? Are money decisions still supporting the life I want to live this year? For some people, that means downsizing. For others, more travel or helping the grandkids with tuition. The point is, make your money match your meaning, what is important to you and your values. Start of the year, it's not about starting over, it's about recalibrating. So check your income, the taxes, insurance, and your goals. Make sure your financial world is organized so your peace of mind doesn't depend on the stock market. Hey, if you found this helpful, why not a thumbs up or share it with somebody who really needs the guidance? Maybe a friend who's getting financially ready for 2026. And hey, I would take a subscribe, and that way the channel gets out to more folks as well. In the meantime, I will see you in the next episode.